Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic review. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. My name's David, and you're here because you like magic. Guess what? So do I. I like magic. And I review magic tricks. I am lucky enough to receive magic tricks to review from magicians and various magic houses. I also get decks of cards, and then I take those things and I do giveaways every single month. So if you like magic reviews, deck reviews, giveaways, make sure you hit me up with a like, a follow, a subscribe, mash all those buttons. You know how to do YouTube. Your support means so much to me. Thank you guys for watching. Today we're looking at changing cards from Richard Young and changingcards.com. Richard Young is the host of the Magicians podcast. You can head on down to changingcards.com and see all the various types of changing cards they have for sale. Plus, you can also make your own requests. They will make any changing card that you can come up with. And if you follow me over on Instagram, you might have seen me do this trick in my Instagram stories. And ever since I uploaded that trick, people have been filling up my DM box asking me what trick this is, because visually it is so impossible looking. It looks great in real life. It looks fantastic on social media. Let's talk about what you get. All right, you head on down to changingcards.com and you place your order. It's going to cost you $32 American, 25 pounds. As far as what you get when it comes in the mail, you're going to get a little cardboard envelope. Inside that, there's a secondary envelope that contains your gimmick. It is a mid-air changing card that was invented in the early 90s by Bob Swaddling. It is a form of flap card. Is it what I thought? Yeah, it's what I thought. I had purchased Blink by Mark Mason a long time ago, and it's very similar. Blink from Mark Mason was the same exact thing. You show the back, the front, throw it up in the air, catch it, and it changes. The principle is the same on Blink. The principle is the same. Construction, completely different, which brings us to, is it well made? These are very well made. These are handmade. Every single gimmick takes 1 hour to build, and it goes through a rigorous quality control check. Every single one of these cards should perform flawlessly right out of the box. When you see it in real life, it looks exactly like trick photography, and it should last you a good long time because of how well this is made. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the video? You got Richard Young. He's against a black background. He is well mic'd. As far as what they're going to teach you on the 10-minute video, you'll get the trailer once again. He'll teach you how to do it. He'll teach you how to use the card. He'll teach you some history on it, and then Harry DeCruz comes in with some ideas. It's done in a conversation style way, and they talk about different ways that you could use the changing card. They don't always show the same changing card. It might not be the one you own, so you'll see some ideas for other changing cards, perhaps, that you might want to get in the future. The coolest changing card I think that they have is a card that turns from a regular card where you can show front and back, and then it turns into a double facer so that you can do 2 more reveals. They can even make a double facer that changes into a single face card. They can pretty much make any card you can think of. You can use it for transpose, you can use it for color changing decks, and their coolest one, the Royal Flush set, the Lucky Lady routine, 2 cards end up becoming the entire Royal Flush. Pocket space on this, of course, it's just a flap card, so it only takes up the size of a single card. How are the angles? The human eye in real life can't catch it. I think the human eye in real life can't catch it. It's undetectable. The camera can catch it. When I filmed this, and I would go back and watch my footage for my B-roll, there were many times where I could see what was happening. So camera-wise, yes, I would be aware of your angles. Can it be inspected? Of course, no. You can't hand it out. I think they would immediately feel or see what made this card different. How much practice does this require? I think the hardest part of this trick is catching it after you throw it. It doesn't exactly throw aerodynamically because of the fact that it's changing in midair. It makes the trajectory of what you're throwing go off a little bit. It's even harder to catch when you're not looking at it. All right, so how much setup and reset is there? Seconds, literally seconds. And because of how well it's constructed, you're not going to sit there and gingerly really like, oh no, I'm gonna break it, I don't want to, oh no, none of that's gonna happen. You'll be able to reset this even without looking. Positives, all right, so what are the positives to changing card? Like I said, this is the only flap card I would ever trust. This is the only flap card I would ever use going forward in the future. This has everything you need. I've always been so wary of these things either breaking or then watching them break down over time. Like the more you use it, you're like, oh, it's starting to get kind of loose. You can really see what's happening now. Like it doesn't happen as fast anymore. I've been playing with this for 2 weeks and I haven't seen any deterioration in its action yet. Negatives, all right, so what are the negatives? You know, every single time I do a review, I'm always gonna tell you the things I liked and the things I didn't like as much. With this, there is a noise. It does talk, okay? But I would say if you're throwing it and catching it, the noise happens so quickly, spectators might not always know exactly when they heard the noise. Did they hear it when the card was in the air or when it came down into your hand? And I think if you're quick enough, the noise can be disguised as just the card moving from one hand to the other. Because not that there'd be a lot of noise when you catch it in your hand, but your spectator doesn't know that. So I think the noise might blow right by them. You especially don't have to worry about noise if you're doing it on social media, but there is a little bit of noise. Second negative is, for a 10-minute video, I felt like they could have put a little bit more into it, maybe given you a full routine fleshed out. For $32 American, I would have thought maybe the video could have been a little longer. That said, is it worth your money? Like I said, this is the only flap card I would ever trust not to break and not fail me in repeat performances. Plus the fact that you can write to them and they will make any flap card that you can come up with. Who would like this? I think the flap card here will work for anybody, especially people who like to do really fun appearances. You know what? They'll even do something for mentalists. You could make a flap card that was a double blank. It would change from a blank to a blank. So you could write down a prediction and show it, throw it, and then change the prediction in midair right in front of you. Or do a scribble and throw it and catch it, and the scribble changes to their word. So the ideas behind this, the possibilities behind this truly are endless. All right, that's everything I can say about changing cards from Richard Young. Like I said, I got this from changingcards.com. I want to thank them for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it for yourself, or you have an idea for a changing card yourself, head on down to changingcards.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.